True strength lies not in dominating others, but in mastering oneself. Anger, fear, and envy are illusions of control. Learn to rise above these fleeting emotions, and peace will find you, even in the harshest moments. Fate cannot be altered, but our response to it defines us. Embrace hardship, for it teaches resilience. When life presents adversity, see it as a chance to strengthen your inner fortress. We suffer not from events themselves, but from the judgment we attach to them. Reframe your thinking. Every setback is a lesson, and every challenge is a teacher in disguise. Desire chains the soul. To want endlessly is to live in perpetual dissatisfaction. Freedom begins the moment you recognize that happiness isn't in acquisition, but in contentment with what you have. Focus only on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Everything else is beyond you. Spend no energy on the uncontrollable, and your life will be filled with serenity. Silence holds power. Do not rush to speak or to argue. Let wisdom guide your words, for often it is in silence that we hear the truths the world tries to drown out with noise. Let each day be lived as if it were your last, not with haste, but with purpose. Understand that time is your most precious resource, and to waste it on trivialities is to dishonor life. External praise or criticism is irrelevant. The only validation worth pursuing is your own conscience. Live with integrity, and what others think will hold no sway over your peace of mind. Adversity reveals character. When things are easy, we coast. When hardship strikes, we either crumble or rise. Seek not an easy life, but the strength to thrive amid difficulty. Material wealth is fleeting. You may own much but possess nothing of true value if you lack wisdom and virtue. Invest in your character, for it alone can weather any storm. The world operates by its own nature, indifferent to our desires. Resisting this truth leads to suffering. Acceptance is the key to freedom, not passivity, but peace in understanding how life unfolds. It is not death we should fear, but never living rightly. Each moment wasted in vice, distraction, or malice is a step further from the life of virtue. Let each action reflect the values you wish to embody. Gratitude is the antidote to discontent. Shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, and abundance will follow. The wise know that satisfaction arises from appreciating the small joys of life. Your worth is not determined by what you achieve in the eyes of others, but by how steadfastly you adhere to your principles. Glory fades, but a virtuous life is timeless. You cannot control the actions of others, but you can control your reaction. Choose patience over anger, understanding over judgment. By mastering yourself, you diffuse conflict before it begins. Fear of the unknown paralyzes action. The Stoic knows that uncertainty is life's only guarantee. Step into the abyss with courage, for fortune favors those who act despite the unknown. To envy another is to dishonor yourself. Each person's path is uniquely their own, with challenges unseen. Focus on cultivating your journey, for comparison only breeds dissatisfaction. True wisdom lies in knowing what to let go. Holding on to grudges, anger, or past mistakes is like carrying a burden up a mountain. Release what no longer serves you, and you'll ascend more freely. When tempted by luxury or excess, remember that simplicity leads to clarity. The Stoic life is one of moderation, where the joy of living is not in indulgence, but in balance. Happiness is not the result of external circumstances, but of internal choices. Every day, Choose gratitude, virtue, and wisdom. In this, you will find a steady contentment that no external force can shake. Time is our most precious resource, yet we waste it chasing things that bring no lasting joy. Reflect often on how you spend your days, for in this reflection you will find the path to a meaningful life. Anger clouds judgment. In moments of frustration, pause. The wise do not react out of emotion, but respond with reason. In this way, conflicts are resolved without adding to the chaos. Do not seek comfort in the applause of others, for it is fickle and fleeting. The Stoic path is walked alone, driven by the quiet confidence that comes from inner peace and self-mastery. Every encounter is an opportunity for growth. Learn from both friend and foe, for each person reflects aspects of life that you have yet to fully understand. Approach interactions with an open mind. Patience is not passive, it is active restraint in the face of life's provocations. In a world that rewards haste, the wise man chooses to wait, allowing time to reveal the best course of action. When overwhelmed by emotion, remember, this too shall pass. All feelings, like clouds, move on with time. The key is to observe without attachment, to experience without letting emotions dictate your actions. Do not lament what has passed or fear what is to come. The present is all we truly have. Focus on making this moment count, for it is the only moment where life truly exists. Criticism is a reflection of the critic, not you. Learn to accept feedback with grace, but discern which voices deserve your attention. Let only constructive words guide your path, and discard the rest. Humility is the foundation of wisdom. Never presume to know everything, for life's greatest teacher is experience. Stay open to learning, and wisdom will greet you at every turn. A clear mind is a free mind. Free yourself from unnecessary attachments, desires, and distractions. The simpler your life, the more space you create for reflection and growth. Fortune is beyond our grasp, yet we cling to it as if it defines us. The Stoic knows that true fortune lies in character and virtue. When you cultivate these, you are never at the mercy of fate. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It may never come. Act with what you have now, in the present, for procrastination is the thief of opportunity. The Stoic seizes the day with purpose. Seek not perfection in others. It doesn't exist. People are flawed, just as you are. Accepting this truth allows you to approach relationships with compassion rather than frustration. When life feels overwhelming, return to the basics. Breathe, reflect, and act with clarity. Often, the simplest actions, taken with intention, lead to the greatest outcomes. Adversity sharpens the mind. Rather than avoiding difficulty, see it as a chance to refine your character. Each trial brings with it the seeds of growth if you approach it with courage. Judging others distracts you from your own faults. The Stoic spends little time on the shortcomings of others and focuses on improving his own soul, for in self-refinement lies true power. The past cannot be changed, but your perspective on it can. Forgive yourself for mistakes and learn from them. Let go of regret, for it anchors you in a place that no longer exists. Your emotions do not define you. They are fleeting, like waves upon the shore. The Stoic observes them, lets them rise and fall, but never lets them steer the ship of his life. When seeking wisdom, prioritize depth over breadth. True knowledge isn't in knowing many things, but in understanding a few things deeply. Let your insights grow roots, not just branches. Loneliness is an illusion of the mind. The The Stoic knows that true fulfillment comes from within, not from the company of others. Cultivate your inner life, and you will never feel truly alone. The wise man does not seek to eliminate fear, but to understand it. Fear is a signal, not a dictator. By confronting and analyzing it, you learn to act despite its presence. Let no one rob you of your inner peace. Guard your mind as a fortress, and do not allow the actions or words of others to breach its walls. You alone control how you feel. Life is cyclical. Just as seasons change, so too do fortunes and hardships. Understand this flow, and you will neither be overly attached to success, nor overly weighed down by failure. Contentment is not the absence of desire, but the mastery of it. The Stoic seeks not to eliminate all wants, but to control them, ensuring they never dictate his actions or compromise his integrity. Success is not measured by outward achievements, but by inner tranquility. A man who is at peace with himself is more successful than one who has conquered the world, yet remains tormented. True power is not in ruling over others, but in ruling over yourself. He who can master his impulses, his fears, and his desires holds the greatest power of all, self-control. In every setback there is a lesson. The wise do not dwell on failure, but examine it, extract wisdom from it, and move forward. Each stumble is a stepping stone to greater understanding. The opinions of others are their own, not yours. Do not let the judgments or expectations of society dictate your path. The Stoic walks his own journey, unburdened by the thoughts of others. When you encounter injustice, act not with vengeance, but with virtue. The Stoic knows that true justice is not about revenge, but about restoring balance and doing what is right, even when it's hard. When you can let go of the need to control every outcome, you'll discover freedom. Life unfolds as it will, regardless of your plans. The Stoic accepts this, trusting that he can handle whatever comes.